thank you to all the new dreamers who stopped by DawnDares2Dream today to see what we're all about. Well, today, dreamers, I am on day 2 of my cleanse, and I've decided it's time to do some meal prep. I've been kind of getting away with, all of yesterday and the majority of today without having done anything of this. But by tomorrow, I'm going to want a different type of smoothie. So that is why I bought such a variety. So let me talk about what I have here. I have papaya, I have pineapple, I have mango, I have honeydew melon, and cantaloupe. Now, I do have some recipes where I'm going to use the honeydew melon and the cantaloupe. And have you ever been to like a Cuban restaurant where they give you the cantaloupe juice? Oh my God, it's so good. The first time I had it, I was just like, okay. So you may be thinking cantaloupe and melon do not go in smoothies. Yes, they do. I just pray that they're ripe enough. And even if they aren't that ripe, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add in a couple dates. That way I can sweeten up the smoothie as needed. So today, as I chop up the fruit, I wanted to talk a little bit about some tips. Last year, this time, I did a 21-day cleanse, and I gave you some tips in a few of the videos. And today, I want to, kind of continue on that path. So my tip number 1 is do what I'm doing, food prep. So, and before you can actually food prep, you gotta know what you're gonna eat. So tip number 1 is research the smoothie recipes. I have a couple books that have some smoothie recipes in it, so I didn't really have to do that much research, but I'm gonna tell you, dreamers, Google is your friend. All you have to do is like Google healthy smoothies, smoothies with no sugar, like things like that, and you can get the proper smoothie. So I'm going to cut my hefty pineapple. I have done videos where I've shown you how to cut a pineapple. So, but you can, watch me as I go along and as I talk about the different tips. So you definitely want to look at some recipes. Then what you want to do is you want to, from the recipes, make a list of what you need. So I didn't really make the list based upon quantity. I just made it based upon ingredients, and I bought the quantity of everything that I felt like I would need, because at the end of the day, I can also eat this fruit if I don't use it for the smoothies this week. And I would advise you, don't go shopping the same day or the day before. You want to go shopping a couple days prior to your cleanse, because number 1, the grocery store that you go to of your preference may not have everything that you need, and that can be, a problem. So, but if you go a few days in advance, then you know that you need to go maybe to another store. Also, you want to be able to prep. Like I'm doing my prep kind of last minute, but you really want to be able to prep. So you need to go shopping a couple days early, and then maybe a day before or 2 days before it's time for you to start, you do all your prep so it's easy for you to begin. So I'm going to take my pineapple and I'm going to store it, section it off in a Ziploc bag, like for like smoothie amounts, because I'm actually going to do the pineapple, mango, and papaya is going to be a set smoothie, maybe with some banana as well. And then I will use the rest of the pineapple that's left over to help sweeten some of my other smoothies, because pineapple is really, really sweet, so it's really good for smoothies. So now we're going to go ahead and cut the papaya. Now, papaya is pretty easy to slice. As you can see, I used this, but I'm going to cut her in half. And you see how the black seeds are in there? You're going to want to get rid of those. I use the papaya for, how do I say this? For texture. I don't really use it for flavor because, to be honest, I don't really like the flavor of papayas. But I do like the texture when you put it in a smoothie. It kind of helps to make your smoothie creamy. So I'm going to use the papaya for the mango papaya pineapple, but I'm also going to use it for some other smoothies as well. I'm not just going to use it for the tropical mix. I'll add it to like a little bit, like maybe 3 or 4 cubes to a smoothie to make it creamier. And I'm only doing it this way because I'm doing so many. I normally wouldn't freeze them. I would just cut them up and use them fresh. But I have a cousin who, she does the Juice Plus, where she's getting in her freeze-dried fruits and veggies, and then the Omega. I normally don't freeze my fruit for my smoothies. I just will, like I show you all the time, use the frozen strawberries. But because I'm doing so many, I think it'd be nice to go ahead and freeze them. And it'll help with the texture as well. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna store some of the papaya just out so that I can add it to other smoothies as needed. Like this week I had a cucumber smoothie, and I think it could have used some creaminess, and I could have done that with the actual papaya. So now we're gonna do our honeydew melon. It smells really good. It might be right. I don't know when they're in season, to be honest with you. So let's continue to talk about the different tips that I wanted to give you today. So we've talked about, just want to go and review, we've talked about doing our research for our recipes, talked about making our list from the recipes, going to the store a couple days early, also then prepping our food. Now, once you have all that done, you're kind of ready to go for day one. And just make sure that you have a blender and or a juicer. Now, I prefer to do blend because you are getting all of the essence of the fruit. When you juice, it spits out that pulp, so you don't actually get everything. So that I have a juicer, but I use it to make one particular juice. And actually, when I went to the store, if I had went early, I would have known, they didn't have my little red delicious apples, but the tiny ones like I like to use to put in the juicer. So I didn't buy them. I'll have to probably get those the next time, but I'll have to try a different store. But my local Kroger did not, they didn't have any good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna freeze some melon and cantaloupe together in different bags. The actual cucumber, I'm not gonna freeze. I'm just gonna leave it because it's easy to cut up, because I leave the skin on when I do the cucumber. So now we're gonna go ahead and chop up the cantaloupe. Now, if you are in the Healthy Living Mindset group, the other thing that I would like for you to do is to read the affirmation. I put a self-love, self-care affirmation in the group, and I want you to read that every day. Because it's not about weight loss or anything. It's about loving on yourself, and it's going to help you to maintain the proper mindset, the proper attitude to get through this type of cleanse. Because a lot of people think it takes discipline and self-control, but it really doesn't. It takes the proper mindset, because when you have the proper mindset, you can do anything, because you are focused on doing that thing, and you're willing to do whatever you have to do to get that thing accomplished when you have the proper mindset to manifest your desire. So I'm telling people, if you've never done anything like this before and you think this is too intense for you to do, I understand. What I do want you to do, though, is I want you to then read that affirmation. Get in the group. Get some of the information. Read that affirmation 3 times a day. That's what I recommend. Morning, noon, night. Morning, noon, night. Every day. Morning, noon, night. Print it out and read it. Morning, noon, night. Or read it from your phone, but read it. If there's something that I have to read every day, you know where I put it? I put it in my bathroom. That's where I put mine. I put it on the mirror, because you're always going to look in the mirror when you brush your teeth, when you wash your face, you're going to look in the mirror. So that's what I do. So if you've, like I said, never done anything like this before and it seems to be a bit intimidating, get in a group and get inspiration and read that affirmation every day, because what's going to happen is you're going to see yourself being different. My affirmation is just a self-love affirmation. You also should write an affirmation about, whatever your journey is. So if you are trying to lose weight, or if you're just trying to eat healthier, write an affirmation about doing the thing that it is that you desire. Say, I see myself. Do you understand? Use those type of statements. I see myself eating more fruits and vegetables. I see myself I'm loving what I eat. I see myself looking in the mirror and loving what I see. I see myself taking less medication, like different things like that. So whatever you want the end result to be of what it is you're trying to do, the path that you're on, you want to write I see myself statements, or you can write I am statements as well. So you want to write those statements yourself, and you want to read them out loud. And what I like to do is I like to read them into my phone and then play them for myself. That's another way to get your mindset right, is to listen to yourself say what it is that you are going to do. It's very powerful. It's even more powerful than you just saying them and reading them every day. Because what's happening is, especially when you read it at night, like right before bed, if you can, play it at night, right before bed. Not read it, but play it with some headphones and listen to it for however many minutes you choose to, and then go right to sleep. It's powerful because now you're working on your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind is going to work in conjunction with what it is that you consciously want to do. And once your subconscious mind is on board, you're like unstoppable. So anything you want to do is going to happen. So last, we're going to cut up this mango, and I think I'll be all done. But I also have these sweet potatoes that I put in a smoothie as well, but I have to bake them. So I reminded myself by taking them out, so that way whenever I'm ready to make that smoothie, I've done my prep with this. And I know I said this week with raw fruits and vegetables, I get it, but by the time you get to the end, and this is going to be really for day 6 or 7, by the time you get there, you really need a different flavor of something on your palate. And the sweet potato with ginger and with dates, with apple, is a very good smoothie. It's a very good break from the monotony of all the regular fresh fruit that you've been eating and the veggies. So that's why I do it, but I won't eat that one until later in the week. And guys, I'm so happy I'm on day 2. I don't know what to do. Woo! 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 So all of those who are watching this and you're on day 2 as well, congratulations! Because day 2 is almost over. It's 8:22 my time, and I'm gonna be going to bed real soon. And then, boop, there's day 3 on its way. Now, this is my secret about mango. I really, really like mango a lot. And let me tell you what I love about mango. Mango adds not only just sweetness, but it adds a creaminess, a creamy consistency to your smoothie. I feel like it is the best fruit when it comes to smoothies, because yes, pineapples make it sweet, but that's all it does. It doesn't do anything with consistency. I try to use bananas for consistency, but to be honest, if you really want a creamy smoothie, papaya, mango. And the funny thing is they have a similar texture as far as their skin is concerned. Now their flesh on the inside is a little different, but both of them accomplish the same thing. Papaya, though, isn't really that sweet. That's why I love mango. Mangoes are very expensive, so they're like a treat. I thought these were, no, they were 2 for $5. They were 2 for $5, and I guess I didn't want to pay $5 because I don't know why I didn't get 2. When I got to the register, I was like, $2.50? Why did I just get 2? Anyway, this ginormous thing was $2.50. So if I need more, but I'm going to spread it out so that it kind of works. Because I'm probably also going to put banana in this smoothie as well. So that's going to help with some creaminess. But you want to splurge when you are doing a cleanse, or you're doing smoothies for breakfast and lunch, or as a meal replacement. You want to splurge on a mango. They're so delicious. So what is another tip that I think that I have for you? While you're doing a cleanse, if you did not clear your space before, clear it. And I mean physically and spiritually. Clear your space because it's going to give you something to do. It's going to keep you busy. It's very difficult to just kind of have nothing to do and you are eating like this. You really need to occupy yourself. You really do. You need to occupy yourself. So what I've done is I'm revamping my newsletter. So if you're part of the newsletter club, I'm revamping the newsletter. I'm adding more to the newsletter. And what a perfect time to do it than now. I started working on it today. So maybe by tomorrow or Wednesday, it'll actually be complete, and I will send it out to all my newsletter club members. If you want to be a member of the newsletter club, it is free, costs you nothing. What I need you to do though is to send me your, you can comment. You probably don't want to comment because everybody will see it, but you want to email me at DawnDares2Dream@gmail.com. You can find the link to the email in the description for this video. Go there, click on that, and say newsletter, and give me your first name and your last name. I'll have your email address, but I need your first name and your last name, and I'll send it out to you. And it's a weekly newsletter. I kind of took a break over the holiday, you know, with preparing myself for this and just enjoying my family. And now it's time to get back to work. So you want to occupy yourself with projects, things that you've always wanted to do that you never made time for. Do it now. Because like right now, I am on my third smoothie of the day. And I should be transitioning from this one into, I call it my dessert smoothie. My dessert smoothie is banana, peanut butter, and vanilla almond milk. It's like, oh, I love it. Now, you may not love that. You may need something else as your dessert smoothie, but that's my dessert smoothie. So, but I'm still working on the other one. You know why I'm still working on the other one? Because I did a Facebook Live today. Now I did this video for you guys today. So I occupied myself. Also at work right now, I'm actually busy. And so that is like the best thing ever, that I'm busy at work right now, because I don't have to, I'm not thinking about food all day. But to be honest with you, I don't think about food all day anyway. That's never been a thing for me. But because I'm eating way different than I normally would, you know, you can begin to wander. Oh, so you want to occupy yourself. So clean your house, you know, do those little projects, things that you wanted to do that you didn't do. You wanted to organize some stuff. Do it now. You will love yourself for it. Also, I wanted to say, you know, this other tip is a really profound tip. You even call myself profound. But this tip literally just says, don't do anything that's going to tempt you to go backwards. So, what does that mean? Whatever you normally do socially, you're not going to do them while you're doing this cleanse. Whatever you normally watch on TV, you're probably not going to watch it while you're doing this cleanse, okay? That's why I'm telling you to fill your time and space with something else. You do not want to fill it with sitting down and watching television all day long and watching those people eat and drink and do all that stuff that you want to be doing right now. Why do that to yourself? So when you have the proper mindset, and this is why I say it's not about self-control. It's not about self-control at all. It's about mindset. It's not about discipline. It's about mindset. Because for me, knowing that I was going to do something like this, I already knew, okay, I need to work on my other projects to avoid being tempted. I'm not going to go out and do the typical things that I do. I'm probably just going to stay stationary in this house. Maybe when I'm eating cooked vegetables, I might do something, but I probably won't. You know why? Because I like me a good glass of wine. You get where I'm coming from? So I have to change my behavior if I want to be successful. But the only reason why I'm able to change my behavior is because my mind is set on accomplishing this task that I set forth for myself. You get it? So as a result, my mind is like, okay, you say you want to do this, right? Right. Well, this is what it takes for us to get this done. You can't do this, you can do this, you can do that, you can do it. Fill your time with more positive things. Read a good book. So if you are an avid reader and there's some books you have wanted to read, woohoo, this is a great time to read. Now, don't read a book where they're eating. Don't read a book about food now, because the way they describe stuff in books, you might find yourself going to eat. So make sure it's something good. How about read a book about mindset? How about do that? Personal development books. Like, for instance, a book I haven't finished reading. I keep trying to read it. But I can't think of the guy's name. It's about success. Success principles. I can't think of his name. I know his name. But anyway, it's a thick book. That's something that I can actually do for myself. You can read or watch The Secret. There's a video on Netflix that you can watch about that if you just want to watch some TV. You can read that book. There are any personal development books or law of attraction books, mindset books will be perfect. And I wanted to name some others before I name mine, right? But I have the workbook out. Mindset, Belief, Action, MBA. There's a YouTube series that goes along with it. There are 15 videos, 5 are for mindset, 5 are for belief, 5 are for action. And then I have the workbook where I give you a summary of what I talked about adding some things in on the YouTube videos, and I give you some exercises to do so that you can practice what you are learning, because perfect practice makes perfect. And my calculus teacher in college said that. He said, practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. You get it? You just can't just practice and be doing things wrong. That is why you want to read information of people that you can relate to and that you can understand, that you can implement, and that have been through some things and they can share some things with you. Do you understand? So it's $11.11 plus tax, mindset, belief, action. If you go to the shop link in the description for this video, you can go there. It's going to take you to a website where you can purchase it. $11.11 plus tax. People, you can't beat that with a baseball bat, especially for all the information that you are going to get out of it. Invest in you. And remember, start where you are. We are all running our own race. Even in this detox cleanse thing, we're all running our own race. I've been doing this for years. Probably in my 30s, so I'm probably doing this for 10 or more years. I've done cleanses, I've done this. So it's a little bit easier for me because I already know what I'm getting into and I know what I have to do it. And I know that because I've done it several times before, I know that I can do it again. And that's what I want for you. I want you to have your set of goals for the detox cleanse. Let me know what they are. Join the group. The link for the group is in the description for this video. Join the group. Let me know what your goals are. Message me on Facebook. Let me know what your goals are. Email me. Let me know what your goals are. And then we can work together to help to devise a plan that's going to help you be able to meet it. But the best way to meet a goal is to have a good support system. And that's what I've created with the group. And you do need to know that I do put greens in just about every smoothie that I make because I feel like I need to get some more nutrients outside of what I'm getting in the fruit. And it helps to tone down the sweetness if it is leaning on the too sweet side as well. So, you know, I have my Tower Garden. So I have spinach and rainbow chard on there. And so I literally take the rainbow chard and the spinach and I stick it in my smoothies. I actually made a smoothie today that had basil in it and lemon. It was so good, and it had cucumber. It was really, really good. It was really, really refreshing. It was really, really tangy though. So I feel like I need to add a couple more dates in there. So I'm gonna take you over here so I can show you some of the actual chard and the basil, because those are like growing like hotcakes, and I'm just eating them over and over and over again because as I cut, more actually grows. So let's take a look. So this is the chard, as you can see, and check out my basil. So I basically just cut them off. I cut them down, like down here at the root, and then I just use the leaf. I don't use the stem. And I do the same for the basil. So that's that spinach over there. But yes, I love my Tower Garden. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Also remember, there's a comment button down there. Leave me a comment down below with any questions that you may have. There's a share button. So I need you to click on that and share this to your social media platform like Facebook. And last, I'm going to have my face up here in a circle. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, click on my face, select the gray bell, select all. That way you'll be subscribed to my channel and you'll be notified to all the new content that I place up here to YouTube. And I'm going to place the 21-day cleanse playlist up here, as well as my instant inspiration playlist. I love the instant inspiration series because those videos are 3 to 5 minutes long, and they are there for you when you need just that motivation in that moment. You click on that, you listen to it, or you watch it, whatever you choose. But they're 3 to 5 minutes long. You're gonna get that quick dose of motivation, and you're gonna take off with your day. So thank you for hanging out with me today, dreamers. I so appreciate you taking your time to share with me. Have a great day, dreamers.